Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again, and here I would like to share my unboxing and first impressions of the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus and Note 12 Pro 5G. The Note series is near and dear to my heart, so I'm really excited to see what Xiaomi has in store for the global release of these phones. Let's have a look. So here we go guys, and yes, I know that the China releases of these phones have been out for quite some time, but I do think it'll still be interesting to check out the global versions here of the Pro Plus and of the Pro. As you can see, they've sent me two different phones. We have the Sky Blue Note 12 Pro Plus, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, and then we also have the Note 12 Pro in Midnight Black, so we're going to check this out right now. Here we go. And the lid just comes off beautifully, very quick on both of these. There we go. And lifting these up, let's have a look. There we go, the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus and the Redmi Note 12 Pro. And this is the first thing that's going to greet you, a lot of the key specs of these devices, because they are very similar, but let's put these aside for now and show you what's inside the box. Pretty standard, we have our USB-C cable, but the big difference here is the chargers included. So here we have on the Note 12 Pro Plus, the GAN charger. This is going to be that 120 watt beastly charger and 67 watt charger for the Redmi Note 12 Pro. And as you can see, the size difference is pretty obvious between these two, but it's just great to see Xiaomi still including the chargers in the box for these phones. And so now let's do it. Let's tear off the paper for these releases. As I said, I've already checked out this Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus. They sent the sky blue version, and look at that. It is an absolutely beautiful color. There you see that giant 200 megapixel camera. But now for the first time ever on Frankie Tech, we're gonna unwrap this Redmi Note 12. Oh yeah, here we go. Tear off the sticker. And there it is, the Redmi Note 12 Pro in this midnight black. It's a nice color, very reflective though, you can see. Hello. And, you know, I think it's a bit more standard a color than we've seen. I prefer the matte finish of the Pro Plus than this very glossy mirror finish. But as you can see, both phones look really nice and are very similar dimensions overall. So the Note 12 Pro Plus, as you can see, is ready to go. But I'm going to go ahead and turn on the Note 12 Pro now. And we're going to get this one set up, and I'm going to share my first impressions of these phones. So here we go, fully set up now on the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus and the Note 12 Pro. Let's talk about design. At 8.9 millimeters versus 7.9, 210 versus 187 grams, there's definitely a size and weight difference between these two phones. As you can see, similar plastic build on the sides, but because of that giant 200 megapixel camera, I think that's why we're seeing that added dimension here on the Note 12 Pro Plus. But you see the camera modules in terms of layout are pretty much identical, and yes, 50 megapixels here on the Note 12 Pro, but it's all about that big sensor here on the Note 12 Pro Plus, and you can just see how much larger it protrudes from the phone itself. Otherwise, the phones are pretty similar in terms of their bezels from bottom to top, and you have that same cutout for the camera in the center. We've seen this design before from Xiaomi, but I gotta say, I do prefer the matte versus glossy back. As you can see, it's a giant fingerprint magnet already. The Note 12 Pro Plus takes it for me in terms of design. Talking about displaying, we have the same 6.67 inch sized display we've seen on many series of Note phones, and like I said, the colors are vibrant. They are AMOLED 120 Hz flat panel displays, which I really have appreciated for this series, that they've kept it flat panel, both using that default refresh rate going up to 120 Hz, so you're going to enjoy pretty smooth experiences on these phones, whichever one you pick up. Performance, and for the first time on Frankie Tech, we're seeing the MediaTek Dimensity 1080 or 1080. Now, I don't know much about this chipset. I know it's 6 nanometer, so it's not going to be to the level of the flagship phones. But here on this Note 12 Pro Plus, I did manage to run Antutu for the first time with this chipset. There you see the result, 480,000. Seems a little low in terms of just, you know, the scores I've been seeing recently, but I have to remind myself this is a budget phone, and I guess $500,000 for a budget phone is really not that bad. It's going to do everything you pretty much need, and there you see the results. It didn't overheat too much during the test as well. Gonna have to do more gaming on this for sure, but I think initial impressions, this seems like a capable chipset. I haven't noticed too many slowdowns, and the software running here is MIUI version 14.0.5, but here's a bit of a bummer, guys. Android version 12 still in 2023 on these phones. I guess this is Xiaomi's strategy. The Android 13 releases are really left for the flagships, while the Note series phones are left on Android version 12. I'm not sure what the strategy is there, but you pretty much know what you're getting here with MIUI 14 on these phones. And talking about battery, we have a 5,000 mAh capacity on both of these. I showed you the chargers before, so if you do value fast charging, then the Note 12 Pro Plus is going to be the one you're going to want to go for. But 67 watt charging on the standard Pro is still solid, and I think you'll be able to top these up in well under an hour for both of these devices. And wrapping up with this impressions video with the cameras, we have that 200 megapixel versus 50 on the Note 12 Pro, and then yes, we have those I'm getting tired of saying it, guys. 8 megapixel ultra wide and 2 megapixel macro camera. I think this is like the standard, just additional cameras that are added to these phones. So really, I've just found myself testing mostly the main camera on these budget devices or from mid-range phones like the V27 series as well. But I do think this is where the Note 12 Pro Plus, if you're into camera and you're into having the most interesting and largest sensor on your budget device, this one is going to be very interesting because of the OIS included with this 200 megapixel main sensor. Have a look at some of these samples I've taken with both of these phones and hit me up in the comments. What do you think? And this is rear-facing video on the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus and the Note 12 Pro, shooting in 4K 30. Apologies not being able to move around as much as I tore my calf muscle just 2 nights ago, and I'm unable to walk. I got my crutches over here, but great stabilization though on the Pro Plus. See, a bit more jittery though on the Pro. But listen to the mics, hear how they sound, and hit me up in the comments. What do you think? And this is front-facing video on the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus and the Note 12 Pro, shooting in 1080p 30. Sorry guys, I can't really walk that much right now. You see, I got crutches on. Bad injury 2 nights ago, but I'm trying to make the most of it. But all in all, looks good on both. A little bit blown out in the sky, as you can see over there. But I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, and staying fit. But listen to the mics, hear how they sound, and hit me up in the comments. What do you think? So that's it for my first impressions here of the Note 12 Pro Plus and Note 12 Pro. I definitely would probably prefer the Note 12 Pro Plus. It's a bit heavier, but I just do like the looks of the device a bit more. But if you really do like the angular, slab look of the Note 12 Pro, and the camera, yes, it's not to the level of the Note 12 Pro Plus, but it still does a decent job, I think, in most lighting conditions. And of course, these are launching globally in many markets very soon, so definitely check details in your country after after this launch of these two phones. I know which one I'm going with though. The Note 12 Pro Plus is definitely the best, I think, all-around budget champ, and I think it's going to hold the title pretty well, as all the Note series phones of the past, from the 7, the 8, the 9, all the way now until the 12 series, we've seen some great devices from Xiaomi over the years in this Note lineup, and this Note 12 Pro Plus, in my opinion, lives up to that budget beast title the Note series is so famous for. But hit me up in the comments. What are your thoughts on the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus and Note 12 Pro? And which of these two would you pick up? I'd love to hear about it. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon for future updates. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more great content here on the channel. And this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one. Very nice phones, guys. But the Note 12 Pro Plus is the one for me. Oh yeah.